I know who I am. I don't need to do anything to prove that or have that reinforced. So a couple days ago, I made a video about that person who left a negative comment on one of my videos and how unbothered I was about that, because I really believe that life is what you make it and you can decide how you let the things that happen in your life impact you. I wanted to talk about my response, which I'm going to leave over here. And so my initial reaction was I just smiled because I knew how unbothered I was. I wanted to respond to it, and my initial instinct for the response was not to yell back at him or say something back at him, because that's just completely immature. And my instinct for the response that I wanted to give also wasn't to assert some sort of dominance or leaving a negative comment on my video, like, you know, what does that make you sort of thing. I didn't want to do that either, because that's still coming from the place of the ego. I wanted to give a response that was like empowering, that made me feel more empowered in myself, because in that moment I felt good in myself knowing how unbothered I was by that comment, whereas a previous version of myself would have been bothered by that comment. Then I realized that this has nothing to do with me at all. Like, this is not personal to me at all. And anything that I express in this situation which isn't rooted in just empathy for this other person is coming from a place of the ego and me trying to satisfy my own ego. So this is why I left the comment that I did. I'm not bothered by this comment. Neither does this person's existence or presence affect me in any way, but actually I want good for them. And once again, this is years of Gary Vee ringing in my ears, and I'm going to put a little clip at the end of Gary Vee talking about this, because he's so passionate about it and I fucking love him. And he's so right. Like, if someone's taking time out of their life to leave a negative comment or project some sort of negativity towards you, they've got some shit going on. They're clearly insecure about something, and you expressing your authentic self has triggered something in them. I want to spread love, I want to spread positivity, and I genuinely want to practice empathy in my own life. So even though my initial instinctive response to that comment was to say something to make me feel good about myself, I don't need to say something or do something for me to feel better about myself. Like, I know who I am. I don't need to do anything to prove that or have that reinforced. And when you can practice that, the only thing you have left is consideration and empathy and love.
Somebody is taking the time to come onto my account, consume my content, and then say I suck. I don't think that's a reflection on me. I think it's a reflection on them. I literally 45 minutes ago had somebody say to a piece of content, Gary, this is ridiculous. You're not that special. I replied, well, that's not what my mom said, comma, because I looked at the person's account. Your photography is remarkable. When you're in a great place, you can always be the bigger person. To me, humanity and kindness is the answer always to darkness.